Hey, I'm Randy, and I'm the Cheap Audio Man. Welcome back to the internet again. Here at the Cheap Audio Man, we don't feel like audio equipment, amps, DACs, speakers, turntables should cost more than a 6-inch lift kit on your Toyota Camry and some really cool rims and wheels so you can feel good about yourself when you're rolling down to the supermarket to pick up some milk. And this doesn't. What is it? It's the iFi Zen DAC headphone amp. So grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's talk about the iFi Zen DAC headphone amp. All right, so this is a $130 DAC headphone amp that handles MQA. So if you're a Tidal subscriber and you want to listen to the master's versions of your favorite songs, like Cinderella, Gypsy Road, I highly recommend that. This little guy will do it. Girl, piece of equipment will do that. And to my knowledge, it's the most affordable DAC available that can handle MQA. So let's talk about what's on the front. On the front, you have a very nice metal volume knob. You have a power match button right here. Clicky clicky. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, clicky clicky. I like clicky clicky buttons that depress and actuate something. What does power match do? If you have headphones or IEMs of variable impedances, then you're not going to blast yourself out of the chair if you change, I don't know, 300 ohm one down to like, I don't know, a 15, 20 ohm one and go from like 120 dB sensitivity to something else. Really, it would be the other way around. So you go like 90 dB sensitivity to like 120 dB sensitive IEMs and melt your face off and make your ears bleed. Then it has a true bass button right there. How's it sound? Pretty good. A little bit heavy-handed. I didn't mind it though. On headphones like the really affordable Sennheiser HD 800S's, it needed the bass boost. Okay, so on those headphones, it was great. On the Monolith M570, these, it was pretty good. A little bit heavy-handed. And then the Sennheiser HD 6XX, which is actually a really good value, didn't need it. And when I did it, it kind of got muffled. All right, so on the front, you have the regular old headphone cable. But you also have a 4.4 pentagram, just kidding, pentagon, balanced headphone connector on the front. Okay, so if you have balanced headphones, you can get a 4.4 to whatever your receptacle is on your headphone and do it that way. There's also a variety of adapters that you can run. All right, so build quality, excellent. I really like the looks of it. I like the way it is designed. It's not like everybody else, and it's made out of metal. Quite good. Let's talk about the connections and all that good stuff. All right, on the back, there is a variable and fixed output. So why would you want that? Variable, you'd want it if you want to control the volume on whatever you're sending this to. So if you want to use this as a headphone amp, you need it in variable. All right. If you want to use this as a preamp, you need it in variable. If you want to use this just as a DAC with a fixed output, like 2.1 volts, then you'll put it into fixed. You'll run your RCAs out of the back into your hi-fi system. Also has a balanced output as well. So if you have a balanced amplifier or a balanced integrated amplifier, you can run a 4.4 pentagram. Just kidding, pentagon. I like that joke into it. All right. Now, on the back is a USB connection, a single USB connection. So that's what you use it with, a computer or anything that has a USB out, all right? So that's what you use it for, right? No optical, no coax, that's it. The USB will also power the unit, but there's also a 5-volt receptacle socket if you want to do it that way. I'm not sure why. Maybe, I don't know, there's probably some noise issue that if you hook it up to, I don't know, a really good... And interestingly enough, iFi actually makes a switching power adapter for $50 that you could use on this thing. And I will say, I don't generally go down that rabbit hole of conspiracy theories about power supplies and cables and all that. But I did notice a difference when I used the iFi switching power adapters, like $50, on some of my other DACs. All right? A difference. Is it better? I don't know. But I did hear a difference. All right? So, how does it sound? I like the way this sounds. Okay, so for me, in my experience, most affordable DACs, under $150 or so, have a tendency, to my ear, to sound a little bit analytical. Okay, what does analytical sound like? I don't know, digitally, maybe, something like that. This is a Burr Brown DAC topology chip, whatever you want to call it. I feel like it's more analog-ish. Actually, this is the least expensive DAC that I've tested that I'm just like, yeah, I like this. Okay? Sounds great. Functionally, there's a cool little LED light in the back of here, all right? And it lights up different colors depending upon the resolution of the music playing through it. When you're playing a Tidal Master on here, it lights up purple. That's really cool. Now, if you're using Tidal Masters from your computer, you have to go into first of all, you have to select this as your component, obviously, and then you have to put it into exclusive mode. When you do that, this thing picks up the last bit of MQA decoding, and it lights up purple. Okay? If it's just running regular HD, it's green. I dig that. Okay. So, brilliant product. $130. It's awesome. Do I recommend it? Yeah, in certain use case scenarios. If you are desktop using this, if you're on a desktop and you're using this, it's perfect. I drove a variety of headphones off it. The Monolith M570, the Sennheiser HD6XX, Fostex T40. Fostex can be hard to drive too. And a couple of IEMs to test out the power match. It did wonderfully on all of them. It sounds great. I think it's fun. Maybe it doesn't measure as well as some of the other products out there, but that doesn't bother me. I don't really care about measurements for the most part. What I care about is how it sounds, and I think this sounds very nice. I won't call it super smooth. You're still going to get detail, but it has a smoother presentation to me as some of the other lower cost DACs, namely the Topping E30. Okay? So, iFi, please, if you're watching this, make something like this without the headphone amp, just the DAC, and put an optical input into it, all right? And a coax input into it, because this thing sounds great. Charge $200, charge $250 just for the DAC, okay? Maybe add a remote, I don't know. I don't even care. Just make it a fixed output or variable, put the knob on there, and just add some more digital inputs. And this would be it for me, for my DAC. This would be like the recommendation I'd recommend for everybody. All right? Great product. Awesome product. I love it. I love it. I just wish it was a little bit different. But, I mean, I kind of wish a lot of products were different. Please, just give us digital input, other digital inputs, optical, coax. All right? So, if you're new here, please subscribe if you're so inclined. We have a lot of videos. Speakers, amps, headphones, IEMs, DACs, streamers, all sorts of cool audio stuff. We also have between two speakers, which we haven't done one for a while, but they can kind of be funny to certain people. If you want to support the channel, links to my Patreon are in the description. Every Sunday night, we do patron-only Zooms. We also have patron-only content that y'all can watch if you're a patron. If you use any of the links in the description, I do get a referral fee and small commission, as well as if you sign up for Amazon HD Music for free, click on the link in the description, scroll down to the bottom, click Try HD, you get 3 months for free, I get a couple of dollars. I also have my test track playlist linked in the description, so don't take my word for it. Listen to it yourself. See what you think. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Well, it doesn't really matter if you prove me wrong or not. It just matters that you like it, all right? So, don't binge watch anything unless it's Cobra Kai, because Cobra Kai is pretty cool too, all right? Binge listen to your favorite streaming service, vinyl record, CD, analog tape, cassette tape, and fill your soul with happiness.